Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? All right, sit, stay. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Just got back from seeing Good Boy. This movie has kind of been a small phenomenon. The trailer for it was like a phenomenon. Came out, and every single person that watched it said they better not kill the dog. That's what they said. Trailer went viral. Apparently, I didn't know this, but I heard that they initially weren't going to have a theatrical release, but they decided to have one. And I went. Now, you know me. Normally, I do not go to see no damn paranormal movies, okay? With this last one that came out, with The Grudge or whatever, I don't know what, but like somebody supposedly got possessed in the theater or something. I don't know if it was real or not. I saw footage go. I don't mess with them movies, okay? The last time I watched a movie like that was like Paranormal Activity, when all those were coming out way back. Those were the last ones that I watched. But you ain't getting me to go see no damn Annabelle, The Nun, The Exorcist 13. No. Okay? I like regular monster movies. You know, I like zombie movies, but I don't like them when it's like, you know, I like, well, a virus is what woke up the dead, not Satan or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer sci-fi type of horror movies or straight up, you know, slasher killer type of stuff, you know? So, going into this, being a dog lover, because I had a doggy myself, I was just drawn to this. I was like, I gotta see it because of the dog. The dog is, I can tell the dog is the star. This is the reason why I'm going to this damn movie. So, I have to commend the director and his family, his whole crew, on the job that they did with this movie, because, you know, they tell you in showbiz that the hardest two things to work with are children and animals. And make sure you stay for the end, because at the end, they do show a short making of the movie, and he explains everything he went through just to get like 8 seconds of footage from his dog. It is his dog. Him and his family worked on it for 3 years. Yeah. 3 years. So this movie follows our dog here, and the good boy has a owner, a master, a best friend, if you will. That grandfather has passed away and left him the house. And grandpa passed away specifically because of being haunted. Okay? Specifically from being bothered, haunted, possessed, whatever you want to call it, by something in the house. And the guy gets the house after he passes away. You find out also that there's a family graveyard on the property. And I like the way they did it, because they did it kind of like you might see in certain cartoons where the dog or the pets are the star. You don't really get to see the adults' faces. They're there, you hear their voices, they play a part, but they're not the main focus. So I liked how they did that. And the dog, it's like a lot of horror movies. Things start small, but they ramp up more and more and more. And you get to see exactly how the dog is dealing with this emotionally and physically. What the dog is willing to do, what the dog is not willing to do. In certain situations, it's wild. It's wild. And being an indie film, I judged it as an indie film. I felt like there were certain, I don't know, aspects where it felt like I should have been given more. But while I was in the theater, I was thinking to myself, it must have been hell trying to film this with this dog. Like, what more do you want, T? You know what I mean? Because this day and age, a multi-million-dollar film would have used a fully CGI dog. And you would have known the CGI, you would have had the uncanny valley all through it, and you'd be able to, you know what I mean? So, considering the emotion that they were able to get from the dog, with the way they shot it, with the music, with the tone, with the colors, and what they did with what little special effects that they had, it was excellent. I had a lot of respect for them, you know. You'll be happy if you're one. I don't want to spoil it, but I think that most dog owners will be happy after watching the movie. Okay. Although it did not end the way I thought it was going to end. Many horror movies do end in this way, but I think most don't. And I didn't expect it to end that way. And I was like, man. But I am going to give Good Boy 3 out of 5. Woos! I had a good time. I suggest that if you're into indie films, definitely check it out. But if you're into horror films and you understand it's indie and you're going into that and you're a dog lover, check it out. I think you'll like it. I don't think you'll come out saying, it was a masterpiece. Ah! Bravo! Bravo! I don't think you'll be applauding for 15 minutes straight, anything like that. But I think that many of you will love it. You will like it to love it. There may be some people that's like, But I don't think anyone's going to say it was bad. I don't think there's going to be a huge section of horror fans or fans of dogs or movies that are going to say it was horrible. I don't think that. You know what I mean? Like I said, there may be some people that come like, it's all right. But I think most people are going to think it was good to great. And I think it was good. 10 million subscribers. Woo!